It's time for the KQEG-TV High School Game of the Week. Tonight, a WIAA Division III sectional final. It's the Aquinas Blugolds and the Darlington Redbirds. Tonight's game is brought to you by our sponsors, like Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Your comfort is their business on Southwest 2nd Avenue in Onalaska. Schumacher Kish Cremation and Funeral Services in La Crosse, Crescent, and Onalaska. Gunderson Health Systems, where caring meets excellence. Boyer's Furniture, quality furniture at affordable prices on South Avenue, La Crosse. Lasky Schneider Funeral Home, serving the Cooley region for over 90 years. Battery Mart, with batteries for your car, boat, tractor, lawnmower, even your snowblower. Battery Mart. Clayson Buick GMC. Discover the difference at Clayson Buick GMC on La Crosse's south side. The Turbo University, where numbers count. The Turbo University in La Crosse. Honda Motorworks, your hybrid headquarters at 4th and Cass. And Achieve Physical Therapy. Get back in the game with Achieve Physical Therapy in Holman and La Crosse. Now let's go courtside at Baraboo High School with KQEG's Rick Wilson and Bill Brendel. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Baraboo High School, the home of the Thunderbirds, where today it's a Division IV WIAA sectional final between the Aquinas Blugolds and the Darlington Redbirds. Hi, everybody. Rick Wilson, along with Bill Brendel. And, Bill, this is another one of those great atmospheres. The fans are here playing. The place is packed with fans, and we're ready to go.
We're excited again. It's kind of almost a repeat of Thursday evening as far as the bands, the fans, and people starting to really fill in. There were people here lined up more than an hour before the game time, so that it gives you an indication that it's going to be a lot of electricity in the air here this afternoon.
Now we don't know a lot. We don't know a lot about this Darlington Redbirds team, but we'll share with you what we do know. They're out of the Southwest Wisconsin Activities Conference. They come in today 20-5 overall, 11-3 in conference. They finished number 2 in conference behind Iowa Grant, and they were awarded a number 3 seed. So they're a number 3 seed, along with Aquinas being a number 3 seed too. And they beat some good teams. They beat Cuba City to get here. They beat Iowa Grant to get here. Cuba City beat Iowa Grant, and then Darlington beat Cuba City, and I think that score was 38-32, so a real close game, which kind of makes me think maybe they play a real slow, deliberate kind of offense.
Could be.
Whereas because we watched Melman and Aquinas with their high-powered offense, and it was an 80-64, I think was the final score there. So when they're really a low-scoring game like that, it makes you think that they're not runners.
They do have four players, actually 5 players, that have average 9 points a game or more. So so that gives you an idea that they have pretty balanced scoring. The top top number is 13, a little over 13 points a game, and the bottom of the starters is 8.7, just under 9. So you have all 5 starters that are capable of scoring in that double digits. So that kind of gives you an idea that they maybe have some capability of scoring some points.
Yeah,
too.
We'll keep an eye on number 1 tonight. That's Will Schwartz. He's their leading scorer, averaging a little over 13 points a game. And that reflects, matches up with Aquinas. Their leading scorer is Chris Ansius. He averages about 13.5 points a game. So they really kind of match up in terms of points, although Aquinas has more like 5 different players that score regularly in double figures, as opposed to Darlington's got 4, so it's not that big a difference, I guess. But now you said one of the players, though, was out with a broken leg too recently?
Their first man off the bench, according to what I found from the local radio station down there. Hunter Johnson, another junior, broke his leg in football and has been back for about, I think this might be his 6th game back. And he would have been considered a starter potential also at the beginning of the season. But like I say, he had a broken leg. So he's just probably rounding into, shape. These other players have 24, 25 games under their belt, and he's got 5. So that makes a difference, too. The other thing that I noticed, they have 4 of their 5 starters are between 35 and 40% on 3-pointers. And that's fairly significant also. Anytime you're at 35% or higher, it seems that you're considered a good three-point shooter.
Well, and certainly Aquinas is a high-powered offense that relies a lot on those three-point shots. So they're going to have to be able to keep that up again. We saw it the other night on Thursday night. Conley Malone really sparked things in the first half. He hit 2 3-pointers in the first half, ended up with 17 points on the night. Eddie Harwick had a fantastic night. He ended up with 23 points, the leading scorer. Alex Schulte also an excellent night with 19 points. Surprisingly, their leading scorer, which is Chris Ansias, he only had 12 points. Based unofficially 12 points in that game. So it'll be interesting to see if Chris Ansias plays a different role tonight, a more powerful role tonight than he did the other night against the Mustangs.
The Mustangs, of course, had their own they had a 6'5", Skate was 6'5" right. Also. It'll be interesting to see. Aquinas has the height advantage, especially down low. They have 2'6'5". The tallest Redbird is 6'2", so that will also play out. How does the inside presence, both offensively and defensively, work in this game?
Well, it'll be interesting to see, and we're going to get underway in a little bit, but before we do that, let's take a moment for a Gunderson Health System Sports Card Spotlight. Take a look at one of our Aquinas Blugolds. This is Conley Malone. Conley's a 6-foot, 150-pound guard for the Blugolds, the son of Mike and Denise Malone. He's also on the football and track teams at Aquinas. He wants to go to college and major in biology with the idea of going into the medical field. He's a fan of the Badgers and the Belgium international team. His favorite player is DJ Dukan. His favorite food is seafood. His inspiration is DJ Khalid. Number 3 is Conley Malone. He's our Gunderson Health System Sports Card Spotlight. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back with the tip-off in just a little bit. Stick around, everybody. You're watching high school basketball on KQEG-TV and KQEG-TV.com. Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Bill Brendel, and we are about ready to get underway here. Can I have one of those? Thank you very much. We're going to introduce you, first of all, to the starting lineups here. Aquinas looks like they'll be the home team today. They'll be dressed in their white uniforms, and the Darlington Redbirds will be the guests or visitors on the scoreboard, and they will be dressed in their red uniforms. So starting for Darlington, number 1, he's a 6'1" junior, Will Schwartz. Number 3, a 5'10" junior. Number 4 is a 5'10" junior, Ryan Glendenning. Number 22, a 6-foot junior, Trevor Johnson. And number 32 is a 6'2" junior, Josh Soper. And number 52, a 6'3" junior, Chad Golickson. The head coach of the Darlington Redbirds is Michael Hopkins. And now for the Aquinas Blugolds. Number 3, a 6-foot sophomore, Conley Malone. Number 4, a 6'4" senior, Zach Phillips. Number 5, a 6'5" senior, here's Chris Ansias. Number 20 is a 5'10" junior, Eddie Harwick. And number 33, a 6'5" senior, Alex Schulte. So there we have it. And of course, head coach Sam Service, assistant coach Brad Reinhardt, and Eric Stewart for the Aquinas Blugolds. And we are ready for an exciting game here tonight. Looking forward to this. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate your being with us tonight here on KQEG-TV and KQEG-TV.com. Lining up center court now will be Soper and Ansias. Soper locks in at about 6'2", yep, and Ansias at 6'5", and Ansias will knock the ball into Aquinas' hands, and the Blugolds will bring it down with Eddie Harwick bringing it across the line. Harwick now gets it to Phillips, now back to Malone. The Redbirds look like they're starting out in a man defense here. Schulte with the ball. He'll try to go in. Back out to Malone. They're putting Gullickson on Schulte, it looks like. And they match up pretty strong. They say he's only 6'3", but he looks about the same size as Schulte, don't you think?
He's close.
Schulte with a great move to the hoop. And Aquinas draws first blood, and it's 2-0 Blugolds. And now they come the other way. Redbirds with the ball now. And we'll see the Redbirds. We suspect this is Johnson with the ball. They may play more of a slow, deliberate game than the Blugolds do. We'll see. Gullickson with the ball now. And there's Schwartz with a shot. He nails it. Will Schwartz hits a three-pointer, and the Redbirds take the lead 3-2. Aquinas brings it down. That's Harwick over to Phillips now. Back to Malone. See if the Blugolds can respond, and there's a foul going to be called right there. That'll be on number 22, Trevor Johnson. Little reach-in foul there. So the first team foul, first foul of the game. Blugolds will get the ball inbounds. Harwick gets it across the center court line, hands it off to Phillips, now to Malone. Darlington working in that man-to-man. Harwick, nope, can't take that shot. Here's Schulte for three. He nails it, wow! Alex Schulte, the big 6'5" senior with 5 points already, takes charge, puts in a three, and it's 5-3. Here's Schwartz again. Schwartz to the hoop, whoa! And the Redbirds respond quickly, ties it up at 5 apiece. Blugolds bringing it back the other way. Now Malone, here's Ancius, inside to Schulte again. Cross court, they go to Harwick. Now Malone. Malone drives in, nope, kicks it out to Phillips. He'll take the three, doesn't go. Here come the Redbirds now, tied at 5 apiece. They go underneath, nope, kick it back out again. There's Johnson with the ball. He'll take it, put it up, and in. Trevor Johnson with a strong move to the basket, 7-5 now, Redbirds. Blugolds bring it down, Harwick with the ball. That's Phillips. Ancius to Schulte. Schulte. Across the court it goes. Harwick with the ball now. Now back to Ancius. Shot up by Ancius. And they're going to call a foul. What are they going to call here? I think they're going to give him the hoop, in which case he'll get a chance to make it a 4-point play.
I think the foul was underneath, off the ball.
Ah, okay. No basket. No basket. They're not going to give him the basket. And Soper will pick up his first foul. That's 2 fouls for the visitors. Not a shooting foul, so they'll just get it from inbounds. Just an offensive foul.
Defensive foul.
Yeah, defensive foul, I'm sorry. Harwick now outside to Ancius. Ancius back to Harwick. Harwick goes baseline, kicks it out to Ancius. There's the three. Not this time. But Harwick gets the rebound as it comes hard off the rim. Here's Malone. No good. 7-5. Redbirds in the lead by 2. Back the other way. Johnson tries to bring it in, has to get it to Schwartz. Back to Johnson again. Out to the point. Top of the key. That's Glendenning. Now to Johnson. Redbirds work it in. There's the shot up, and he's got it. Trevor Johnson with a nice move to the basket. He's got 4 points, and the Redbirds are up by 4. 9-5, our score. Malone tries to put it up, but there's a foul called, and I think it's an offensive foul.
Charging.
Yeah, they're going to call a charge against Malone. So the Blugolds pick up their first foul. It's 9-5.
One thing we're seeing from the Darlington standpoint is they are very quick to help. And then we've seen it a couple of times where it looked like they had an opening to the basket, And Darlington is closed with the off person.
Johnson now back to Glendenning. Johnson again. Blugolds working, looks like a zone defense. Up and in. That time Soper picks up 2, and we've got an 11-5 score. And we're going to call for a break here. As a timeout is called, we'll take the same thing. We'll be back right after this. You're watching high school basketball on KQEG TV and KQEGTV.com. Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Bill Brendel, and here we are at Baraboo High School. Blugolds and the Redbirds. Our score 11-5. Redbirds up by 6. Coach Service calling a quick timeout to talk to his players. Now let's see if Blugolds can respond here. There's Malone for 3. No, doesn't go. Conley Malone Thursday night really sparked this team, got them going in the first half. So far, no score from Malone. Schulte, the only one with any score, 5 points. Malone knocks it out of bounds. It stays Redbird ball.
Aquinas stayed in their zone, but they have moved it out a little more on the perimeter, trying to cut out the passing lanes.
This is Glenn
Actually,
Denning.
they're in a man right now.
Here's Schwartz, yep. Here's Schwartz trying to get in, can't get there. There's a shot from the corner, goes off the rim, but the rebound, we got a whistle. And it'll be Aquinas ball.
It'll be a foul.
That'll be on Gullickson. Number 52, Chad Gullickson, gets his first foul. That's the third team foul for the Redbirds. And now in it comes. Eddie Harwick with the ball. 11-5 our score. Blugolds down by 6. There's Ancius for 3, in and out. Blugolds not finding their range yet.
They're shooting with a hand in their face right now too, so that it makes it a little more difficult.
That sure does. This is Johnson with the ball against Phillips. To Gullickson, now to Glendenning. Glendenning thinks about it. Nope, there's Gullickson going to take the shot. That's Gullickson. Off the rim. Rebound gets away from Ancius, picked up by Schwartz, and he'll take the shot. They left him open. Nope, didn't go though. And Ancius brings down the rebound. A little help from Schulte on that one. Now let's see, Phillips with the ball. Redbirds stay in a man defense. That time they'll call a blocking foul against the Redbirds. That'll be against Schwartz. That's number 4 for the Redbirds. If the Blugolds can get them into a 1-on-1 position here pretty quickly, they can start shooting. Again, 11-5, Redbirds up by 6. 11:30 left, first half. In it comes, Schulte with the ball now, cross court to Ancius. Here's Phillips, he thought about it. Nope, he'll dribble it in instead and put it up. He's got it, and the foul. Zach Phillips for a three-point play. He gets the first part of it. He'll go to the line now and see if he can pick up the second part. That's going to be on Josh Soper, I believe. That would be his number 2 foul, second foul. And we're going to see, let's see, who's coming in. McDonald's coming in, and Soper's going to sit down. They don't want him.
Gullickson also came back
yep.
also.
And Johnson sits down. So Redbirds going to their bench. Aquinas has not gone to the bench yet. There's Phillips completing that three-point play, and it's 11-8 now. Three-point game. Redbirds with the ball. Blugolds in a man defense. Schwartz with the ball, their leading scorer. Now they give it to McDonald. Now into the corner. And knocked away by Schulte that time. He knocked away from Hunter Johnson. They've got 2 Johnsons on the team, Bill.
Hunter is the young man that had the broken leg.
Ah, okay. And inbounds it comes to Hunter Johnson. He'll drive in, take a shot, and a foul call. It's going to be on Ancius, looks like. So Chris Ancius picks up number 1. And that'll send Johnson to the line. And he nails it. One of our sponsors tonight, Schumacher Kish Funeral Homes. They've been serving the La Crosse area for over 50 years now. Traditional services or prearranged funeral plans. It's comforting to know they'll be there when you need them. That's Schumacher Kish in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. On the line again. Johnson misses the second one. And it's 12-8. 4-point game. Redbirds up by 4. Blugolds with the ball. 10:52 left, first half. Ancius will hand it off to Schulte. Schulte finds Harwick now. Now back to Ancius. Ancius tries to drive in. They're going to call it a jump ball.
Possession arrow, Redbirds.
Could have been a travel the way he was moving, but I guess they tied him up, so they'll call
He had
it
a nice jump stop.
Yep.
And then when he left the ground, he got tied up going forward.
Well, here we go. Back the other way now. Redbirds with the ball. Glenn Denning will take the 3-point shot, and he nails it. Wow. Yeah, these kids can hit those threes, and they're sure doing it now. The Blugolds having the same kind of problem that Melrose Mindoro did the other night. Their shots are just not going down. Maybe not getting as open as they'd like to be. It's knocked away that time by Golickson. It'll stay Aquinas ball. 15-8 our score. Redbirds are up by 7. Inbound comes to Ancius. Now to Harwick. Harwick cross court to Malone. Malone for 3. Not this time. They're not seeing the production out of Conley Malone tonight that they saw Thursday night. Not yet, anyway. This is Glenn Denning with the ball again. Just hit a 3 moments ago. Oop, almost lost it there. Setting some good screens down there, the Redbirds are. Aquinas not switching, but following their man pretty quickly. Here's Glenn Denning again with Harwick in front of him. Now Schwartz. Schwartz with Malone in front of him. Now to Golickson. They go inside now to Johnson. Johnson to the hoop. Doesn't go. Knocked away. Picked up by Schulte. So that possession did not produce anything, but you could see the patience of this Redbird team, Bill. They're very patient with it.
They do, and they break the defense down.
Harwick for 2. Eddie Harwick just charges right through there and puts it in. It's 15-10.
That time they were in a zone, I believe, Rick, and they kind of got lost and left the middle open.
Yeah. That's McDonald had the ball there. Now Glenn Denning tries to feed it to Johnson, gets kicked away. I think Ancius maybe got a foot in there, kicked it away.
Darlington very patient against the 2-3 zone and looking for the seams in it right now.
Here's Hunter Johnson with the ball, working against Ancius, trying to find his way in, and no, we're going to get a foul called. I wonder, is that on Ancius or Schulte?
Yeah, I think it's on Ancius.
Really? It looked to me like he was pretty much vertical there.
I think they're saying body.
Body push?
Body push a little bit, because, yeah, he didn't use his hand.
Kind of a hip check kind of thing?
He did, yeah.
All right, here's Johnson then from the line. Misses the first one. That's Hunter Johnson. And Ancius is going to come out with 2 fouls. They don't want him in any more foul trouble, so he'll sit down, and Jacob Horseman comes into the lineup. He makes the second one. Hunter Johnson, 2 for 4 from the line right now. 16-10 our score.
Horseman came in Thursday night and had some big minutes for Aquinas.
See if he can do the same tonight. There's Harwick to the basket. He'll get fouled. And that should be the team's 6th foul. So next foul, they're into a one-on-one situation, although this is a shooting foul. So Harwick will go to the line. And that's
Braden McDonald.
McDonald's first foul. There we go. Harwick puts it in. And the second one. So 16-12, back to a 4-point game. Redbirds have been leading most of this half. Blugolds have been trailing. Johnson tried to hand it to Schwartz, came back at him. Trevor Johnson back in the lineup now for the Redbirds. It gets knocked away, and
Eddie Harwick picked up a foul.
It's going to be on Harwick, huh?
Oh, Malone, I'm sorry.
That's Malone.
Okay. I picked up wrong. That's
So
2 on Malone also.
We'll see Ryan Scheit come in now, and they lose the shooting capability of Conley Malone, although not very hot tonight, not like he was the other night.
But he was doing a nice job on Schwartz out on the perimeter.
Hunter Johnson goes baseline, kicks it over to Schwartz. There's the 3-pointer. Nope, off the backboard, and Phillips with the rebound. Taking it down quickly, not quickly enough. Redbirds get down and in position very fast. Here's Schulte, cross court to Eddie Harwick. Now back to Schulte. Here's Ryan Scheit. Now Eddie Harwick for 3. Got it! Harwick buries a 3, and it's 16-15. We got a 1-point game. Redbirds with it now. Oh, knocked away by Phillips. That goes out of bounds. Got to keep those hands in there. Disrupt the flow for them, and that's just what they did. Here's Johnson again with the ball. Trevor Johnson with 4 points so far. And now Hunter Johnson. Golickson to Schwartz. To Johnson again. He'll drive the lane. Put the shot up. Doesn't go. Knocked away. Harwick with the ball. Oh, they're going to say he carried it, and I think he did.
I think he did. He cradled it as he pivoted.
Yeah, did that little spin move, and he kind of cradled it as he went. So we're going to get a timeout called now by the Redbirds. So, folks, while they take a timeout, we'll do the same thing. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching high school basketball on KQEG-TV and KQEG-TV.com. Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Bill Brendel, and we're courtside here in Baraboo, the home of the Thunderbirds, with a Division IV sectional final between the Blugolds and the Redbirds. Our score 16-15, Redbirds up by 1, and a wise timeout called by the Redbirds coach. And that one doesn't go. Golickson tries to put one in from the corner. Rebound come to the Blugolds. Here's their chance to take the lead. Oh, stolen away. Here's Schwartz on the run to the hoop. He's got it. Will Schwartz with a takeaway and a quick hoop, and the Redbirds go up by 3.
Schwartz is really quick and smooth out there on the floor.
18-15 our score. Schulte now to Scheit. Ryan Scheit and Jacob Horseman in the lineup. There it is. Alex Schulte hits the 3. The big senior comes through once again. 18 apiece now. We're all tied up. There's the feed inside. Very nice. Johnson gets it fed outside to him, but it doesn't go. Hunter Johnson has to poke that back outside, and Trevor Johnson tries to put it in. 18 apiece now. 5:29 left, first half. Phillips in the corner. He'll hand it to Scheit. Scheit will go baseline to the hoop, and no, doesn't go. Rebound comes to the Redbirds. Johnson brings it down quickly. Hands it off to Hunter Johnson. Now to Schwartz. And to McDonald, now to Hunter in the corner. Hunter Johnson, now back to Trevor Johnson. He'll try to drive in. Nope, has to hand it back off again. There's the shot up, and comes off the rim, out of bounds. It'll be Aquinas ball. Will Schwartz, the leading scorer so far for the Redbirds, with 7 points. On the Blugolds side, Alex Schulte with 8. We're all tied at 18 apiece, 4:47 in the first half. A trip to state is at stake. The winner will go after a gold ball. The loser will go home. Here's Phillips. Thought about a three. Doesn't take it, though. Go after. Whoa! He kind of just threw that up there, and it went in. There's the luck of the Irish, I'd say. 20-18. Hunter Johnson now takes it in. He gets creamed. They're going to call him for a travel. I thought there was going to be a foul on Aquinas there, but no, they call him for a travel instead.
I think the official felt that he traveled before he got hacked, which I think he was correct.
All right, Aquinas will bring the ball down the other way. Blugolds up by 2 now, 20-18. I think it's the first time they've led since maybe 2 minutes in or a minute into it. Redbirds still in a man-to-man defense. Down to 4 minutes now. Here's Phillips. Ooh, tries to gently put it up there, but he's a little too gently. And now we get a foul called.
I think it's going to be on 34. On the hit.
On Horseman?
Horseman, I believe. After the rebound, it was kind of a not, or
You're right. Jacob Horseman picks up his first foul. That will be the 5th team foul for the Blugolds. So the Redbirds are still not in the bonus yet. And now we'll come the other way. Here come the Redbirds. Johnson with the ball. Okay, we only have one Johnson out there now, Trevor Johnson. We have number 11 in, though. That's Hardiman. Hayden Hardiman is now in the lineup for the Redbirds. Glendenning takes it in, tries to put it up, but he gets fouled before he gets the hoop up.
On the floor.
And that's going to be on Harwick, I believe.
Yes, it is.
His first one.
First foul. Both teams with 6 fouls now. Next foul for either team, it's they'll be shooting.
So everybody's in the bonus now. Here's Johnson again with the ball. Hands it off to Glendenning. Glendenning thought about it. Nope, he'll pull it down. And now Hardiman. Nope, back to Glendenning. Here's Johnson. Aquinas doing a good job of cutting off that drive to the hoop down the lane. They're going to call it a jump ball. Possession arrow is to Aquinas, so the Blugolds will get the ball.
That time their zone was very effective. They were playing a 2-3 zone, but they were extending it out quite well.
Hunter Johnson comes back in, and Hardiman goes out. Harwick with the ball now. Finds Schulte. Schulte to Ryan Scheit. Back to Phillips. Haven't seen Ansius out for quite a while because, of course, Ansius with 2 fouls, and they don't want him picking up a third one quite yet. Oh, stolen away. Nice move by Johnson. And Trevor Johnson ties it up at 20 apiece.
That's his 6th point.
Eddie Harwick now bringing it down again. Now Phillips with the ball. To Schulte, round to Eddie Harwick again. Schulte. Harwick will try for three. No, off the rim it comes and out of bounds.
Aquinas actually closed the deficit and has the tie, and they've had two starters on the bench for about the last 6 or about 8 minutes. I think it was right around 9 minutes to go is when the second foul on two of their starters occurred.
Ancius and Malone both on the bench. At least they're keeping it even. 2 minutes left, first half. And knocked away by Phillips, but out of bounds. It'll be Redbird ball.
Nice anticipation of the passing lane that time.
Yeah.
Back in a man-to-man.
Trevor Johnson with the ball now. And Denning thought about it. Nope, gives it to Hunter Johnson. Back to Trevor Johnson. This is Schwartz with the ball. Out of Johnson again. Good ball movement by the Redbirds. There's the shot. Doesn't go, and Harwick will get the rebound. Down to Phillips. Schulte in the corner. Back to Phillips. Here's Harwick. Eddie drives it into lane, loses it. It gets away. No, it's picked up by Scheit. Whoa, and he throws it a little too hard to Schulte. Here comes Hunter Johnson to the basket. He's got two. And the Redbirds take the lead, 22-20 with 1:12 left. Blugolds just not getting the looks tonight that they were getting against Melrose Mindoro. There's Schulte again for three. He nails it. Except for that guy.
Out on the floor, especially when he's out in that three-point range, he has the best matchup because he has Johnson, trying to guard him, and he just isn't able to match up on the outside with him.
Down to 39 seconds left. Redbirds might play for the last shot.
Close to being out of bounds.
Almost bounced that on the line, didn't he?
I thought he had.
Keep it in bounds. Golickson with it now. Here's Johnson. Kicks it back out to Schwartz. Now Schwartz will drive, take the shot. Doesn't go. Rebound to Schulte. 20 seconds left. Blugolds with a chance for the last shot here. Down to 15 seconds. Harwick's going to bring it in. They'll put Phillips in the corner. Horseman sets up a screen, and no, we're going to have a foul called.
Common foul on the floor.
Should go to the line,
Schwartz.
Shoot 1-1. Yep, Schwartz picks up his second foul with 3.8 seconds left in the half, and Harwick will go to the line and chance to increase this lead for the Blugolds.
That's about the last thing you want to do is stop the clock and pick up your second foul with 3 seconds to go.
Harwick makes it. Eddie Harwick with 8 points now. And again. 25-22. The Blugolds will take a 3-point lead into halftime, it looks like. Schulte throws that one, but it's way off. So there's the buzzer. So, at the half, our score 25-22. Before we go to break, let's take a moment for a Gunderson Health System Sports Card Spotlight. This time, another Aquinas Blugold. This is Andy Dunham. Andy's a 5'10", 155-pound guard for the Blugolds, the son of Amy and Mike Dunham. He's also on the baseball and golf teams at Aquinas and likes to go fishing. He plans to go to Drake University and study pharmacy. He is a fan of Northern Iowa and the Golden State Warriors. He likes pizza, and his nickname is Tugboat. He's inspired by his teammate, Alex Schulte. Number 10, that's Andy Dunham. He's our Gunderson Health System Sports Card Spotlight. We're going to take a break, folks. We'll be back with a little analysis, if you will, for the halftime. Stick around, everybody. You're watching high school basketball on KQEG-TV and KQEG-TV.com. Welcome back to halftime, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Bill Brendel. We are at Baraboo High School, the home of the Thunderbirds, where today they're hosting the Division IV sectional final against the Aquinas Blugolds and the Darlington Redbirds. And our score at the half is 25-22. Bill, any observations you'd like to make at this point?
It's obviously in many categories you would expect a close game, and we have one, and in many categories they're very even. As I mentioned a little bit earlier, each team, or Aquinas has 3 people that have scored. Alex Schulte is leading Aquinas with 11 points, and he's followed up by Eddie Harwick with 9 points in the first half. And the other scorer, Zach Phillips, had a couple of nice field goals and also a free throw for 5 points. So three people have scored for Aquinas. That's the total of the 25 points. And in the case of Aquinas, they have 2 starters, Chris Ansius and Connolly Malone, with 2 fouls each. No one else has more than 2 fouls for the Blugolds. On the other side, a little more balanced scoring from the Redbirds. Will Schwartz has 7 points. Braden McDonald has 3 points on a 3. And then also Trevor Johnson has 6 points on 3 field goals. Hunter Johnson has a field goal and 2 free throws for 4 points. And Josh Soper has 2 points on a field goal. So 5 in the scoring column for Darlington, 3 in the scoring column for Aquinas. And again, Will Schwartz and also Josh Soper both have 2 fouls. So each team with 2 fouls, and I think both teams ended up with one. Darlington ended up with 7 total team fouls. Aquinas 16 fouls. So.
And Aquinas is 5 for 5 from the free throw line, whereas the Darlington Redbirds are 2 out of 4 from the free throw line. So
there's your difference right there. Right for
Blugolds shooting a little better there from the free throw line. Although, you know, my gut feeling here in watching these 2 teams, it seems to me like the Redbirds have got a lot more energy out there and a lot better ball movement and control. It seems like the Blugolds are kind of hanging back a little bit, waiting for that opening, and then trying to make that quick shot to the basket. I don't know, but yeah. I also think that if they're going to do anything, if the Blugolds are going to come back strong, they need to get Conley Malone into this game. They need to get Chris Ansius into this game, and by that I don't mean just out on the court. I mean they need to start scoring.
Yeah, and you never know with the adjustments at halftime. It's always interesting, especially in 2 teams that have not seen each other before in the season. And probably aren't as familiar maybe as they could be, maybe some tape or whatever. It'll be interesting to see on both sides, both offensively and defensively, the adjustments made. Will Aquinas, maybe because of their superior size inside, work more to get it inside? Will the Redbirds try to take advantage of their quickness out at the guard position? It'll be an interesting thing to see.
Yeah, well, we'll find out very shortly, everybody. We'll come back with the second half in just a little bit. You're watching high school basketball on KQEG-TV and KQEG-TV.com. We'll be back.
It's halftime on the KQEG-TV High School Game of the Week. Tonight's game features the Aquinas Blugolds and the Darlington Redbirds. We'll return with the second half of tonight's game after these messages.
Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Bill Brendel, and we are courtside, as they like to say, at Baraboo High School, home of the Thunderbirds. Our score 25-22. We're about to get back into the second half here. Before we do that, let's take a moment and bring you another Gunderson Health System sports card spotlight. One of our Aquinas Blugolds. This one is Ryan Scheidt. Ryan's a 6'3", 165-pound guard for the Blugolds, the son of Jeff and Shandy Scheidt. He is also on the cross-country and tennis teams at Aquinas and in the National Honor Society. He's a fan of the Viterbo V-Hawks and the Minnesota Lynx. His favorite player is Andrew Bogut. He likes steak and baked potatoes. His inspiration is his teammate Jacob Horseman, because he says he's got the work ethic of a Clydesdale. Number 12 is Ryan Scheidt. He's our Gunderson Health System sports card spotlight. Work ethic of a Clydesdale, huh? Well, that's kind of interesting. All right, well, 25-22 our score. And we are about to get back to it. We should see both of our teams with their starters back in. Yep, I can see the Redbirds got their starters out there. Ansi is coming back in, Malone in, so Blugolds with their starters out there too. Redbirds will get the ball to start. And in 18 minutes, we'll know who's going to state and who's going home.
I just had that same thought. A short or a long 18 minutes, depending upon how you look at it.
We shall see.
It all comes down to this.
Here we go. Johnson with the ball now. He hands it to Golickson for three, and he nails it. Wow. The big guy comes through and hits his first one of the night, and it's a 3-ball, and it's tied at 25 apiece. That was quick.
He is a 39% three-point shooter.
Wow. All right, here's Phillips now to Ancius. Ancius, nope, nowhere to go with that one. Back to Malone. Phillips, Ancius in the corner. Now Harwick thinks about it. Nope, pulls it up. Gets it to Ancius. And now to Phillips. He's got an open look. He's got three. Zach Phillips hits his first three of the night. And it's 28-25. Oh, they're going to call an offensive foul there.
That's a big one, too. That's on Schwartz, and that's his third.
That's his third. That is a big one.
And he is the quarterback for the team.
All right, 28-25 now. Blugolds are up by 3. Let's see if they can open up that lead a little bit more. Here's Eddie Harwick now. Hands off to Malone. Malone back to Schulte. Schulte for 3. Got it. Alex Schulte is just hot, I got to tell you.
That's his fourth 3.
Of course, one of our sponsors tonight, our friends at Blaschke Schneider Funeral Home. They've been providing thoughtful services for over 80 years now with 2 locations, Caledonia Street and West Avenue. Before the game ends tonight, we'll choose a Blaschke Schneider Funeral Home player of the game for our Aquinas Blugolds, so stay tuned. That'll be coming up a little later on here in the game. Here's Ancius with the ball now. Tries to put one up, doesn't go. Rebound to the Redbirds. Who scored that last one?
Johnson, 22.
Thank you. 31 apiece. We're all tied up. Johnson with the ball again. Inside to Golickson. Tries to flip it back to Johnson, but just a little too much. No, it was tipped away, so they're not going to call it over and back. But they're going to call it travel.
And Golickson.
Golickson travels with the ball, and it goes back to the Blugolds. Here comes Harwick with the ball. Blugolds now 31-28. Doesn't go. Long ball by Ancius does not go. Chris Ancius just not finding his range yet. Oh, there was an easy one. That was Josh Soper for 2. Nice little layup there for him. 31-30. Blugolds by 1. Schulte now. He'll find Phillips. Phillips back out to Alex Schulte. He'll take the shot. No, not this time.
I think that might be the first one he's missed, Rick.
Yeah, he's been really, he's had 4 threes so far today. Here's Golickson. Tries to throw it to Schwartz. It's going to go over, and that'll be over and back. And there's a turnover for the Blugolds. 14:47 left here. Let's mention another one of our sponsors, Clayson Buick GMC. You know, for 40 years, Clayson has been your choice for quality new and used vehicles. Serving as your La Crosse Buick and GMC dealer of choice, Clayson services the entire tri-state area. Offering fair prices, outstanding customer support, and the best service and parts department for all new and pre-owned Buicks and GMC products. That's Clayson Buick GMC. Redbirds get it back now, 31-30. Blugolds by 1. 14:22 left in the game. Glendenning with the ball to Schwartz. Schwartz to Johnson. Now to Schwartz again. Cross court it goes to Johnson. Now here's Glendenning, baseline, puts it up. He'll get the foul, not the basket, but the foul. And he'll have to go to the line and earn them. And that's going to be on Eddie Harwick. That'll be 2 on Eddie Harwick. So each team with 1 foul now, 14 minutes left in the half. And Glendenning had a 3-pointer early in the first half, and he hits his first one. And he misses the second one. 31 apiece. We're all tied up with 13:54 left. And there's Phillips for 3, doesn't go. Johnson with the rebound. Hands it off to Schwartz. Schwartz now to Glendenning, and they'll give him a travel.
He drug his pivot foot as he was making his cut.
So they turn it over to the Blugolds now, and it's still 31 apiece. 13:40 left. We talked about this coming down to the wire. It could be whoever has the ball the last few seconds of the game that wins it.
Or could come down to free throws.
That's true too. We'll see. There's Schulte for 2. And the big senior really wants to get to state. You can see that. He's got 16 points so far. Alex Schulte, good baseball player too. We'll see him in a couple of weeks out on the diamond. Hard to believe we're going to be into baseball here before you know it. Whoa, there it is. Josh Schoper for 2. And we're tied again at 33 apiece. Into the corner for Schulte. Now back to Harwick. Harwick gets fouled. Going to call that 22. On Johnson, I believe.
22.
Trevor Johnson picks up his second foul and the team's second foul. Golickson's going to come out. They're going to give him a little rest, and I believe Hunter Johnson now in the lineup for the Redbirds. Conley Malone takes a shot, doesn't go. There's a guy that just has not been able to find his range tonight. Glendenning to Schwartz. Schwartz now. Nope, Hunter Johnson with the ball. Here comes Glendenning again. Kicks it back out to Trevor Johnson. Johnson drives the lane. And they're going to call a foul.
Common foul.
That will be Zach Phillips' first foul. And the team's second foul. There's Glendenning underneath. Puts it up, doesn't go, knocked away. Schulte gets the rebound. We're tied at 33. Blugolds with the ball. Ansius now, top of the key. To Schulte. Schulte, he thought about it, didn't he? Inside to Ansius. Oh, back out. Here's Malone for 3. No, still hasn't found that range. It hit the cylinder, rattled around, and came back out. Schwartz now from the corner. Nope, he's going to get it to Johnson. Now to Hunter Johnson. Feed underneath the Soper again. Gets around Schulte, takes the shot, and it doesn't go. Ansius brings it down quickly to Malone. Malone gets it knocked away, and it goes out of bounds, and it'll be Aquinas ball.
That was a nice play by Schwartz, keeping the ball, or breaking up the pass, knocking the ball loose before he got to the basket.
Timeout called, and while they're taking a timeout, we'll do the same thing. Our score 33 apiece. You're watching high school basketball on KQEG TV and KQEGTV.com. Welcome back, everybody. Nice move. An inside feed there to Harwick from out of bounds, and he puts it up, gets the basket and the foul. So he will go to the line and get to shoot one. Great move by the Blugolds, 35-33 now, and Eddie Harwick will try to complete a three-point play. And he does. Harwick with 12 points now. 36-33, Blugolds up by 3. Redbirds with the ball. There's Soper with the ball now for Redbirds. Cross court it goes to Johnson. Johnson will drive it in, kicks it back out. There's Glendenning for 3. Doesn't go, and Schulte is there for the rebound. Blugolds bring it the other way. Malone now has not had a basket tonight after scoring like, 13, 17 something the other night? Phillips. Gonna call a foul.
Ryan Glendenning.
4. Yep.
That's his third, I believe.
Oh, it's his first.
First?
Glendenning's first, but I got him down for 1.
That's it. Okay.
All right, inbound comes to Ancius now. Here's Chris Ancius with the ball. Here's another guy that hasn't scored a basket tonight. (36-33) inside to Ancius. He makes a spin, puts it up. There we go! Chris Ancius with a nice hook gets it in there and scores his first points on the night. 38-33. 5-point game. Glendenning underneath. No, they're going to call a foul away from the basket before he shot.
That's on Harwick.
Yep, you're right. Eddie Harwick picks up number 3. 38-33 now. 10 minutes left. Glendenning back to McDonald. That's Braden McDonald out there, number 3. There's Glendenning again. Kind of loses where he's going there. It's out of bounds. They're saying it's off of Blugolds, so it's going to be Redbird ball.
They didn't have very good spacing that time, and too many bodies close by.
Glendenning for 3. Nope. Schulte takes it down.
Travel.
Oh, they're going to say he traveled.
He was on his feet and went to his knees.
It kind of looked like he landed on his knees, but all right.
No, well, that's the call.
Yep, that's the call, and that is the call. So we'll just leave it at that. Inbounds the Redbirds. McDonald now to Johnson. Hunter Johnson around to McDonald, or rather Schwartz, now back to McDonald. Now to Schwartz. Glendenning down on the baseline, has to bring it back out. McDonald, now Glendenning again. Nowhere to go.
Almost 3 seconds.
38-33. Blugolds in the lead by 5 with 9:17 left. Touched away, and they're going to say no. They're going to say Redbird ball.
Off Harwick. Could have gone either way.
Yeah. 38-33.
Aquinas has picked up the defense a notch here in the second half.
McDonald to Schwartz. Travel. And a turnover.
Did not jump stop.
I kind of get, from what I'm seeing, it looks kind of like the Redbirds are looking kind of tired. Do you agree?
I agree, and sometimes when you're having to play against size for that amount of time, sometimes it starts wearing you down a little bit.
Yep, it just seems like they're not snapping them like they were. There's Ancius to the hoop for 2, and it's 40-33, and they're going to call a timeout. And the Blugolds are looking good down there. And before we take a timeout, let's mention another one of our Gunderson Health System sports card spotlights. This time, we're going to talk about Eddie Harwick. And he's a 5'9" junior point guard for the Blugolds, the son of Ed and Kelly Harwick. Also on the cross-country team at Aquinas, would like to go to college and study biomedical engineering, ultimately become a doctor. He's a fan of Virginia and the Cavaliers. His favorite player is Kobe Bryant. His favorite meal is steak. His inspiration is Chris Ansius because he's an intelligent hard worker in school and on the court and a great team leader. Number 20, Eddie Harwick, our Gunderson Health System Sports Card Spotlight. We got a break coming up. We'll be back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Down to the last 8 minutes and 47 seconds left here at Baraboo High School. Redbirds with the ball right now. 40-33 our score. And there we go. Schwartz puts one up and in and gets his first points of the second half. And it's 40-35 now. Redbirds cut the lead to 5 points. Phillips almost lost it there. Hands it to Malone now. Malone will drive in. Almost got it knocked away, but he's able to save it and get it to Phillips. Comes Phillips now. Outside to Ansius. Ansius takes a step, puts it up. He's got it. Good to see Chris Ansius getting into this game now. That's 6 points for him all in the second half, and it's 42-35. Redbirds with the ball. Just under 8 minutes. Here's Schwartz. Schwartz with 9 points tonight. He's their leading scorer. McDonald, back to Schwartz again. Spin move, puts it up, doesn't go, tip, no, Ansius will bring it down. Blugolds with the ball. Chris Ansius now to Phillips, back in the corner it goes, that's Schulte, comes back out. Blugolds work it around, working against a man defense by the Redbirds. Here's Ansius. They're going to say he moved his feet. Yeah, that'll be a travel. (42-35), 7:19 left in the game. Redbirds with 4 fouls so far. Blugolds with only 3. And here come the Redbirds. Johnson. Hands it off to McDonald. Now to Schwartz. Back to Johnson. They keep testing the middle. Oh, he walked with it. There's a turnover.
Both teams have had a couple of unforced turnovers here in the last minute and a half or so.
7 minutes left, 42-35. Blugolds up, there's a steal. Johnson on the run, puts it up and in. Trevor Johnson puts another 2 in for the Redbirds, and they cut the lead back to 5 again. Malone back to Phillips, now to Schulte. Here's Ansius. Ansius will drive. Nope, back out to Malone. Malone loses it. Yep, it gets picked up by the Redbirds. And the Redbirds will get it back down. Schwartz in the corner. Here's Golickson, puts it up, off the rim it comes. Picked back up by Schwartz though. Back to Schwartz. Schwartz will take the 3. Got it. Oh my, you don't want to leave that guy open, that's for sure. Now we're a 2-point game. Blugolds are up by 2. Alex Schulte now to Phillips. Here's Ansius with the ball. Malone. Nice feed to Phillips, but nowhere to go with it. Comes back out to Schulte. Alex will take it in, kicks it out to Ansius. Ansius not open. Redbirds are good at closing to the ball. There's a foul called. The Redbirds close very quickly to the ball, and it prevents them from getting that three-point shot off, Bill.
Yes, it does.
So the foul called on number
McDonald.
On McDonald, that's his second. And here's Schulte from the line. Misses it. That is the first foul shot the Blugolds have missed all day. How about that, huh?
Schulte hasn't missed many shots, period, today.
Oh, he's having a good day. 16 points so far. Make it 17. And a whistle. Get a timeout.
Full timeout.
Let me tell you about another one of our sponsors tonight, our friends at Achieve Physical Therapy in Holman and La Crosse. If you've suffered an injury of any kind, Achieve Physical Therapy can start you on a therapy program and get you back into your game. They work with athletes of all kinds, high school, semi-pro, professional, even the weekend warrior. Achieve Physical Therapy. For a location near you, visit their website at AchieveTherapy.com. That's Achieve Physical Therapy in Holman and La Crosse. Okay, 43-40 our score right now. 5 minutes and 11 seconds left.
It's a very well contested. Both teams playing to their strengths right now, and it's been a very entertaining basketball game at this point.
It has. Could go either way. 5 minutes left. No team has been able to really open up any kind of major lead here.
Largest lead has been 7, and Aquinas has had a couple of times.
Here's Glendenning with the ball. Goes to Sopa, now back to Glendenning, cross to Johnson. Johnson, hands it off to Sopa, now back to Schwartz, and then Johnson again. Blugolds stay in a man defense. Kind of looks like the Redbirds not setting up as many screens as we saw in the first half. But a nice move there by Johnson. He gets around the defender and puts it up. Johnson with 12 points so far today. And we're down to a 1-point game. Blugolds up by 1.
He has some nice moves in the paint. He'll get his defender up and then he'll go the other way.
There's Malone. He gets it blocked. Malone tries to go to the hoop, and it gets blocked, and there's Schwartz for 2. And the Redbirds take the lead by 1 point, 44-43 with 4 minutes left. Blugolds have gone cold for a while here. You can kind of feel the momentum pick up. That's got to be great for the Redbirds when you take the lead like that. There's a putback, all right. Zach Phillips puts it back. He's got 10 points now, 45-44. Blugolds ahead by 1. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. In the corner, Redbirds. Glendenning. There's Golickson for 3. Got it. Golickson comes up with his second three-pointer, and it's 47-45. The Redbirds are ahead by 2. Here's Schulte. They're going to call him for an offensive foul. That'll be Alex Schulte's first foul. Three minutes left. Redbirds are up by 2.
6 minutes ago, we commented they were looking a little tired. I think the adrenaline has kicked in.
Yeah, it sure has.
They've turned a 7-point deficit to a 2-point, so they've outscored in the last 5 minutes by 9 points.
Under 3 minutes. Redbirds up by 2. There's Johnson to Glendenning. Gets away from him. Nope, he'll pick back up by Johnson. Hunter Johnson in the lineup with the Redbirds. And now Glendenning will bring it out. Brings it up top. Hands it to Golickson. Now to Schwartz. They can't let these guys shoot from a three-point range. The Blugolds can't. They seem to be able to hit them. Here's Johnson, goes to the hoop. He'll draw the foul. So he'll go to the line now. That's going to be on Zach Phillips, I believe. Number 2 for Zach Phillips. 47-45 the score. Johnson puts the first one up, misses. Golickson goes out and Sopa comes in, Soper rather. Shots up and off the rim, he misses both of them. Break for the Blugolds there.
For as good a shooting team as Darlington is, they've had their problems at the free throw line.
Another one of our sponsors tonight, let's see, Battery Mart, of course, the Donskis. Battery Mart is not just for car batteries. Why, at Battery Mart, you'll find batteries for your boat, your ATV, your motorcycle, your lawn tractor, even your snowblower. Batteries for all your warm and cold weather equipment. Battery Mart is in the industrial park below Gunderson Lutheran, or you'll find them in the yellow pages under batteries. That's Battery Mart.
All right. Now we're down to 2 minutes and 22 seconds.
2:22 left.
In regulation, we should
there
say.
you go, and it could. As close as this game is, it could easily go into overtime, but certainly a different game for the Blugolds. Again, Conley Malone not hitting anything yet tonight. Chris Ansius, good to see him starting to get back into his game. But this Redbird team, they are good. They're very good on the defensive end.
They do not go away either.
No. Zach Phillips inbounds it to Ansius. And they'll hand it off to Harwick to bring it down. Conley Malone. Here's Phillips, back to Malone. Malone will try going into the basket. He's got one! Malone attacks the basket, puts it in, and we're tied again at 47 apiece. Under 2 minutes now. Redbirds with the ball. They're going to call him for a walk. There's a turnover.
That's twice that Johnson's shoes have stuck on him. Once he got a foul, and that time a unforced turnover.
47.
That's what he's blaming it on.
Yeah, 47 apiece now. Blugolds with the ball. Knocked away. There's Johnson on the run. There's the feed to Glendenning. Knocked away. It goes out of bounds. He double dribbled. They're going to call him for a double dribble, so it's a turnover to the Blugolds anyway, but a nice effort.
He couldn't get the handle on it.
Yeah. Nice effort by the Redbirds, by Johnson. Not done yet. 47 apiece, down to 1:41. Here's the Blugolds with the ball. Harwick hands it to Malone. Malone trying to drive in, can't do it. Zach Phillips gets the ball. Phillips now to Malone again. Malone again tries to drive, loses the handle. Here comes Johnson. To the hoop, puts it up, he's got two. Trevor Johnson with 14 points now, and the Redbirds are up by 2, and we're coming down to 1 minute left. You really don't want to be the team that's playing from behind. Eddie Harwick goes in, and
common foul.
They're going to call a foul there.
Probably a good foul from the standpoint of Darlington, because he was on his way to the hoop.
Well, from here on, any fouls, they're going to be in the bonus. So
right.
Aquinas will get to shoot 1-and-1. Aquinas Blugolds have one to give. We're down to 50 seconds left. 2-point game, 41 seconds now. Phillips thought about it. They'll give it to Schulte. There it is!
And a foul.
And a foul. The Blugolds tie it up. Alex Schulte with a chance to go to the line and go ahead by 1.
I haven't seen who the foul was on. I don't think anybody has 4 fouls. Yeah, number 4 is 3.
All right.
Glendenning got his 3rd foul.
3rd foul for Glendenning, and now Schulte with a chance to put the Blugolds up by 1. Hunter Johnson goes out. I think McDonald came back in. 35.8 seconds left. Nails it. Schulte comes through. 33 seconds. Redbirds are down by 1. 25 seconds. They make a basket with no time left, and it's a win and a foul. Blugolds foul, they have 1 to give.
I think maybe they wanted to get to the bonus if they need be also, possibly.
All right, 22.5 seconds. We got a timeout. I mentioned Boyer's Budget Furniture, one of our sponsors at 2100 West Avenue, featuring quality furniture at budget prices. Furniture for every room in your home, bedroom sets, dining room, sofas, chairs, recliners. You'll find it all at Boyer's and at affordable prices. Be sure to ask Rick about financing at Boyer's Budget Furniture, 2100 West Avenue South in La Crosse. Don't forget, if you'd like to get a copy of tonight's game, go to our website, kqegtv.com, and you'll find a place there where you can order a DVD copy of tonight's game. 22 seconds left. Have you got a player of the game?
Yeah, it's kind of a no-brainer, Alex Schulte.
I would agree, absolutely.
And I've been watching him on defense also, Rick, and he has played huge down on the baseline most of the time. So not only does he have 20 points, he has been playing huge defense.
On the other side, you know, if I was going to choose one for the Redbirds, I think it'd be Trevor Johnson. He's played a really great game. He's leading in scoring right now.
He's had 3 or 4 steals that turned into points.
Here we go, 22 seconds. Blugolds up by 1. Redbirds have the ball. Blugolds need a steal to put this thing away. 19 seconds. But Conley Malone almost had a handle on it. Oh, there it is! Zach Phillips with the ball. 10 seconds left. Ancius with the ball. There's the foul. The Blugolds will go to the line with 9 seconds left and see if they can seal this thing.
Still will only be a 1-possession game.
Still, you're right. The Redbirds will still have a chance to tie it. Or, you know, in the event of it, depends on what happens here. If Ancius hits both of these. Let's see if the senior can handle the pressure. No! And it was a one-on-one, so the Redbirds quickly get the ball back. And now a timeout called. Is that a time called?
Yes.
Yeah. 6 seconds left.
Want to set up their offense.
Redbirds are going to call a timeout and set this one up. Oh, my goodness. Well, a big thank you to all of our sponsors here. I want to thank them for making it possible for us to bring you the game. Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, Gunderson Health System, the Turbo University, Boyer's Furniture, Schumacher Kish Funeral Homes, Honda Motorworks, Lasky Schneider Funeral Home, Battery Mart, Clayson Buick GMC, and Achieve Physical Therapy. Thank you, all of you, for making it possible for us to be here today to bring you this game. You were going to say something?
I was. What were you saying a little bit ago about the last to have the ball?
Yeah, I know.
It could go down to that.
6 seconds left, and the Redbirds have the ball.
And the first thing they have to do is secure the ball going in, you know, getting it into play. I'm guessing Aquinas is going to put pressure as much as they can to prevent that inbound pass.
They don't want to foul, that's for sure. All right, let's see. Hunter Johnson will handle the inbound. He's got Ancius right in front of him. There's the feed to Glendenning. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. There's the clock. Buzzer's off, that's it! Blugolds win it! Blugolds win it! Aquinas will go to Wow, what a finish to that game. The clock just sort of ran out on them before they even had a chance to put the shot up. Some great defense by the Blugolds to keep them from getting that basket off. But like we said, it came, oh boy, actually it didn't matter who had the ball at the last, did it?
It did.
Yeah, I guess it did.
I guess it was the last shot.
Well, we're going to hang out. We're going to keep it here for a few minutes, folks, while they're going to be handing out the awards here for both teams. The sectional medallions, or I think they're called. And we'll run down some scoring for you real quickly here. For the Redbirds, we'd Will Schwartz with 14 points. Also Trevor Johnson with 14. 4 points for Glenn Denning, 4 points for Hunter Johnson, 6 points for Josh Soper, and 10 points for Chad Golickson. On the other side, for the Blugolds, 20 points. Alex Schulte leads the way. 12 points for Eddie Harwick, 10 points for Zach Phillips, 6 points for Chris Ansius, and 2 points for Conley Malone. Now they'll introduce each one of the Redbirds one by one. Again, our final score here, 50-49. The Blugolds win it. And the Blugolds will be headed off to state. Here they are.
Number 23, Hunter Johnson. Number 24, Tony Westcott. Number 32, Josh Soper. And number 52, Chad Golickson. Once again, congratulations, Darlington, on the Sectional hardball contest. And now our Sectional 4 champions.
There they are, the Blugolds now. When will they play this at state, you know?
I don't know if it's the first or second game of Thursday evening session, the 6:30 session on Thursday evening. Is what it, and I didn't look up to see if they were in the in the game 1 or game 2 out of this sectional. But it will be Thursday evening at the Kohl Center.
Thursday night at the Kohl Center, the Blugolds will be there. So far we got one team we know for sure going to state, and as we talked earlier, we could see Bangor, we could see GET, we also could see Central, although my last word was Central was down, and Hortonville was in the lead by about 5, I think it was. Let's see, at the half it was 29-23, so Hortonville was up by 6 at the half. Alex Schulte, boy, what a great game he had today.
And like I say, 20 points is only half the story for Alex. They all played tough defense, especially in the second half. But I was watching him several times, and he cut the baseline off several times to stop scoring underneath.
And there's the Blugolds with the sectional plaque. And here come the fans. Well, the Blugolds are headed back to state, everybody. So that's it here from Baraboo. Our final score, 50-49. The Aquinas Blugolds win it again, and they're on their way to state next week, next Thursday. And that's all I got to say. What a great game, though.
It was a great game. Everybody was, most everybody here had a favorite team. It's unfortunate in some ways that one team, in a game like this, that one team's going home and the other is going to state. It's great for Aquinas going to state. Darlington has, in a few weeks, a few days, whatever, it'll sink in that they had a good season, and they had a wonderful game here also.
They did. Our final score again, 50-49. The Blugolds win it. For Bill Brendel, I'm Rick Wilson. Thank you for joining us. High school basketball on KQEG TV and KQEGTV.com.
You've been watching the KQEG-TV High School Game of the Week, featuring the Aquinas Blugolds and the Darlington Redbirds. Tonight's game was made possible by our sponsors, like Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Your comfort is their business on Southwest 2nd Avenue in Onalaska. Schumacher Kish Cremation and Funeral Services in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. Gunderson Health Systems, where caring meets excellence. Boyer's Furniture, quality furniture at affordable prices on South Avenue, La Crosse. Blaschke Schneider Funeral Home, serving the Cooley region for over 90 years. Battery Mart, with batteries for your car, boat, tractor, lawnmower, even your snowblower. Battery Mart. Clayson Buick GMC. Discover the difference at Clayson Buick GMC on La Crosse's south side. The Turbo University, where numbers count. The Turbo University in La Crosse. Honda Motorworks, your hybrid headquarters at 4th and Cass. And Achieve Physical Therapy. Get back in the game with Achieve Physical Therapy in Holman and La Crosse. Thanks for watching high school basketball on KQEG TV and KQEGTV.com.